Hi there, I'm Johan Rees and I'm going to help you become better at chess. So, you want to become good at chess, but it's quite a complicated game, isn't it? Yeah. So, the best piece of advice I was ever given, when you come across something quite difficult, chop it down into tiny little bits and then master each one of those little parts on its own before putting it back together again. Okay, so anyone who has played a piece of music or tried to become good at the piano or violin, they know that you don't practice the whole piece all at once. You break it down into tiny little chunks called bars. You practice each one of those bars individually, and then at the end, once you've mastered them all, you put them all back together again. Okay, so for chess, we can break chess down into lots of tiny little parts. Okay, and initially in this course I'm going to break chess down into the opening, then the middle game, and then we're going to talk about the end game. Okay, and then after that, once we've mastered all those initial things, we're going to break them down into even smaller parts before mastering those, and we'll be well on our way to becoming excellent players. So in chess, there are lots of rules. Okay, so there's lots of rules, and when I say lots of rules, I don't mean how the pieces move, what you're allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do. What I mean by rules are things that you kind of want to follow if you want to be a good player. For an example, in real life, when we become from children into adults, we learn all these little rules about life. So they're not laws, okay? So they're not like, oh, you shouldn't steal, which is a law. You're not allowed to steal. But looking both ways when we're crossing the road, okay? So it's a good idea whenever we cross a road to keep ourselves safe that we look both ways, check that there's no cars coming, okay? So it keeps us safe. It's the same thing in chess. There are lots of rules to follow to keep our pieces safe and to make sure that we're playing really well. Now, good players know all the rules and they can follow them pretty much all the time. But excellent players know all the rules, they can follow them all the time, but they also know when to break them. Okay, so it's the same thing as when you're becoming an adult. You kind of know all these little rules. Sometimes you want to, you kind of know that you can break them or not. But the first thing is that we need to learn them and be able to follow them. Okay. So this is just a bit of an introduction. I hope you join me on my next video where I will be talking about the opening rules. Thank you.